Tonight on Customer States, we count down the best mechanical nightmares of all time. This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the vehicle had been pulling to the right for a few years and wanted it fixed.
You jerk the steering wheel. Watch the wheel.
This customer brought their vehicle in for a tire rotation. The mechanics were shocked to say the least when they realized the car doesn't have a floor.
So Fred Flintstone just dropped off his Sierra. I thought that the, floor mat might get in the way, hamper acceleration, but the guy probably knows more about it than I do.
Is a customer who complained that their electrical connector was leaking water and wanted the mechanic to tape it up to keep the water in.
And it held vacuum perfect.
This customer brought their unsalvaged title vehicle in demanding new brake pads, but nothing else fixed. The mechanic shook his head and complied. This customer brought their 1-year-old Audi in for an overdue oil change and new tires. The mechanics were dumbfounded how this all happened in 1 year of neglecting maintenance. This customer brought their Chevy Cruze in complaining about an overheating issue and wanted to know why. This customer brought their vehicle in complaining about losing air in their tires and wanted some free air put back into them, refusing to be upsold on any new tires. This customer brought their vehicle in complaining about noisy lifters and wanted to know why. The mechanics had to explain to the customer that oil has to be changed at some point.
And that is the inside of the oil cooler.
But it gets better.
Oh my god, it's still got water in it. Nothing short of amazing.
Oh, there's metal all. Oh no.
What's that?
Solid.
Rust.
This customer brought their vehicle in complaining that the convertible roof wasn't opening. The mechanics soon realized the customer had half the ocean leaked into the vehicle. This customer brought their vehicle in demanding a snowplow be attached to his Tesla so he could move the snow out of his driveway. The fabrication team complied.
Now lift the plow.
This customer brought in their Lamborghini for an oil change. Check out how difficult it is to reach the oil filter. This customer brought their vehicle in for a new alternator and then sent this video to the mechanics claiming that they put in a bad alternator and wanted his money back.
All right. $12.5 with the car off, right? All over the place. Let's take it off. Let's reset it. Bad alternator. What kind of alternator did you put in my car?
This customer towed their vehicle in as the brakes stopped working. The rotors had never been replaced in 400,000 miles.
Last time I saw a set of brakes like this was when we had a Thunder cheerleader working at the dealership.
Are you implying that she was dumb?
Yes, there's a box of rocks.
Wow.
This brand new Ford Explorer had water getting into the vehicle and had to have the entire interior removed and replaced, costing over $26,000 in parts alone.
What 26 grand looks like for all interior parts for a 2021 Explorer ST. There's that pile. There's another pile. There's the seat covers and all the insulation, plus the drain tube. There's the airbags. All for this brand new 2021 ST that had a pond in it because of a water leak. So this whole interior is getting gutted on a vehicle with less than 8,000 miles on it. Yay, Monday!
This Jeep was brought in when the customer accidentally grenaded their gearbox. This customer brought their vehicle in for an emissions test and slipped the mechanic a $5 to try to pass. Check out this sump plug that doesn't need to be removed in order to perform an oil change. You simply just turn it on or off.
That's really cool.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that they can get it to crank, but it won't start or kick over. Mechanics advised that their oil looks drinkable.
I thought you would want to share the experience, but you told me to go myself. Houston, we have a problem. Oh my God, bro. Holy bro, it's all gas. Gallons and gallons.
This customer brought their vehicle in for some axle boots, which the warranty team supplied and then denied after it wasn't provided by the manufacturer.
Here we go. Holy sh**, that's under pressure, man. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, the other side shrank down too, but...
Check out the tires on this truck. Almost all of them need to be replaced, but as they are run flats, the team just encourage people to drive until it doesn't.
So Bridgestone said just bring 3 tires. That one's holding air. That one's not. That one's not. Neither is that one. And this one is so old, cracked. And then we come around this side and it gets better. That one's not holding air either.
This customer brought their vehicle in for an oil change, stating that he changed it himself 5,000 miles ago. The mechanics were curious if he took his oil out, then puts the same oil back in. This customer brought their vehicle in for a tire rotation and sent this to the mechanic claiming that he over-torqued his wheel nuts.
Me.
This customer brought their mechanic's rental car back in this condition while borrowing it when his car was being serviced.
Oh, not that one.
This customer brought their vehicle in while literally on fire. The mechanics advised the customer to get out, which he did, but not before looking for his phone charger first. This is what oil looks like during an oil change on a vehicle with its last service performed 100,000 miles ago. This customer brought their vehicle in complaining that the head unit hasn't worked in weeks and even had to use outdated phone books and map books to get around. This customer brought their vehicle in complaining that the window wasn't working after too much water had gotten inside.
Thanks, dude. This one's good. I need this. Just
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a...
This customer brought their vehicle in for a tire rotation. The mechanics advised their car is totaled and the customer had to sign a declaration to be able to drive home.
This is one hand. One hand. That's fine. Send it.
This customer brought their vehicle in stating that the car will not crank unless you unlock the windows 3 times in a row. This brand new Tacoma had the timing chain let go and destroy the engine after 7 miles.
There's your chain. Still good.
Check out the body panel gaps and alignment on the brand new Corvette C8s. The mechanic advised they cannot open the bonnet without hitting the fenders, and the customer couldn't care less.
Ooh, what the
Check out how difficult it is to reach this sunroof motor on a Tesla. The mechanic stated that it would have been easier and quicker to remove an engine than replace the sunroof motor.
Tesla. Like all the plastics, everything has to come out of this in order to there all the way in the corner there. This piece of there. Sunroof motor. How can you put a sunroof motor behind the dash on the A-pillar? Behind airbags and control units and all this shit. Elon.
These new Ford trucks really went all out with advertising on their customer's car. If you couldn't tell, this truck is a Ford.
Oh, yours. Plain part? I don't know. Jalapa does. DeVita.
Oh, now it smells like burning now.
What is that, bro? Something's about to blow up.
Would you shut up? I'm recording. What? No, he's not recording this about.
This customer brought their vehicle in complaining that after they changed the oil with a 50-50 solution of oil and antifreeze, the car wasn't running right. This customer brought their vehicle in after the ignition barrel stopped working and they couldn't turn the car off.
Well, I've never seen this before. We've got a crack in it, it's overheating. The key's out of the ignition, the battery's disconnected, and the motor's still on it. I've never seen this before ever. Look, what's this? It revs out and everything, and it's overheating. I don't know what to do. Can't stall it because it's automatic. How long has it been doing that for, mate? What, just now? Yeah. Well, what if... If I just pull the... Main relay? No. Well, I got it to turn off. I just unplugged that relay.
This customer brought in their Jeep after using bedliner on the entire vehicle to give it a 4x4 look. Mechanic advises it would be shrapnel in the event of a crash. This government vehicle received an oil change after 10 miles due to no use, but it's easier to service them all together instead of just the ones that need it. This customer brought their vehicle back in after a service complaining about the diff. Mechanic advises they forgot to put diff oil back in. This car, with 4,000 miles, was brought in with a rather interesting hitch install. This is how a customer returned the mechanic's rental vehicle while their vehicle was being serviced.
Oh, not that one.
Check out how many buttons there are just waiting to stop working on the new Chevrolets. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe for more mechanical nightmares.